Hello everybody, it's Jacob here, getting ready to play some Modern on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. This is a donation deck, and we're playing it for Hunter, whose birthday is today, so happy birthday, Hunter. This is apparently Hunter's favorite deck, 4-color Shadow, and if you guys aren't familiar with how it works, essentially we're trying to tactically lose life so that we can play either a big Death Shadow or get enough stuff in the graveyard so we can play a big Tarmogoyf, and then we just want to kill and counter everything our opponents do, and then slap them in the face with our giant creatures. It plays very similar to a Delver of Secrets deck, except instead of Delver randomly flipping based on what's on the top of our library, we just make our own really threatening cheap creature by losing a bunch of life or throwing stuff in our graveyard. Hi Hunter, happy birthday! Hopefully I can do this deck justice. It's hopefully something that's in my wheelhouse because I've played Delver decks before and I imagine the play patterns to this are pretty similar. So I have to ask you, will you be twinning today? No, after I'm done with this donation deck, I have to go do something with Hannah. I wanted to stream a little bit, but I got errands I gotta do after this. I finished the deck yesterday and went 2-1 at F&M. Nice, good stuff, good stuff. Well, if you have any recommendations for play patterns, please let me know, because I want to make sure I can do your deck justice and play it correctly. So, let's just jump in. I don't really have a whole lot to say to the deck, because I don't know if the card choices are correct or not because I'm not too familiar with Shadow decks. But you're running a copy of the Royal Scions, which is pretty sweet, so I'm all about that life. The one of Ghor-Clan Rampager seems like a really fun way to give your dudes trample too. And it can't even be countered because Blood Rush is an ability. The delay I'm curious about. I imagine we bring that in for combo matchups and control matchups. Yeah, I love the Royal Scions. Good way to get extra stuff in your graveyard for Tarmogoyf too. Although I imagine this deck doesn't have too big of a problem doing that. Alright. We won the die roll, which is good for a deck like ours. We want to be as aggressive as possible. And I think this is a keep. We can go Fetch, Shock, Thoughtseize, go down to 15, play Death Shadow next turn. This looks very good. Before we do anything, we'll play Once Upon a Time. I guess what we're getting is Polluted Delta, so it's a better way to lose some life. And we definitely want blue-black next turn, so we might as well just play the Polluted Delta, crack this, get a Watery Grave, I believe. Then Thoughtseize our opponent. Okay, looks like they're also on Death Shadow. Okay. I don't think Kolaghan's command is going to be too threatening. I think the thing we're the most concerned with is their threat here in Gurmag Angler. I feel like this is mostly just air and we shouldn't bother Thoughtseizing it. We don't really have a whole lot of non-creature spells we want to cast, other than maybe Thoughtseize and Drown in the Loch, and we can probably play around Stubborn Denial, so I'm going to take the Gurmag Angler, pass the turn. Yeah, we're going to go with the fish there. They might try and Thoughtseize us back, unfortunately. They do have 2 Street Wraiths, so I won't be surprised if they either drew a threat here, or... Okay, they got nothing. So we'll start with a Thoughtseize. We can always pay for Stubborn Denial if they want to live that life. We got 2 Stubborn Denials, 2 Fatal Pushes. That's pretty scary. Kolaghan's command still. This is tricky. I think we take a fatal push, and our game plan's going to be eventually we try and resolve a Death Shadow. They don't have any threats currently. Never thought I'd see you play Death Shadow. I've actually played it a bit in my free time. Not a whole lot. I played like 1 or 2 leagues with Grixis Death Shadow. I think I'm taking the fatal pushes. Or attempting to. I would take the command. Oh, hey Austin, how's it going? Yeah, eventually they could get to... It's Rachel too, right? Hey Rachel, hey Austin. Yeah, the K command might be a good thing to take if they can eventually get to 3 mana, but I think they're a ways away from that. Okay, they're gonna Thought Scour. They mill 2 lands. And then they play Death Shadow, okay. So we're just gonna kill this Death Shadow, I think, while we have the chance.
No, I was actually just searching outside with my stuff.
Let's go with Stomping Grounds, I think, because we might need to hardcast this Ghor-Clan Rampager, like, unironically. Actually, that's dumb. We want to Drown in the Loch this. Let's go with Blood Crypt, I'm going with Breeding Pool. Let's see what's at the top of their deck. A Temur Battle Rage, so it's good we're killing this now. Do we just make him use the Fatal Push next turn? I don't think so. I think we're gonna wait. Yeah, we're just going off of top decks now, aren't we? Okay, we can protect this from Fatal Push, even though they got Stubborn Denial. Now I think we get Blood Crypt. Yeah. Stub that. We'll pay the 1. Because I know they got 2 Stubborn Denials in hand, and we should be able to kill them next turn, providing nothing goes terribly wrong. Yeah. I gotta make sure Ferocious is active. You're right, Austin. Whoops. Drown in the Loch. Boo. Well, if we draw a land, we can play Ghor-Clan. Dismember. That's sad. Blood Moon's gonna be sideboard tech, right? You know it, fam. So we're just... This is a huge battle of attrition here. Okay. I think we're going to be a bit conservative with our life total now that the Death Shadows are gone. Okay, hopefully Ghor-Clan can get there. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't, but... Yo, okay. Time to be a punchy boy. Only one more island for Mystic Sanctuary. Guys, this isn't Blue Mountain. Alright, we got there. Thanks, Ghor-Clan Rampager. I love you. Veil of Summer seems excellent here. Oh, God, but I actually don't know what else to break in. I really need to play more decks other than blue-red decks so I can get familiar with, like, the actual play patterns here. I don't think Tarfire is good. I don't think it kills anything of note. It's possible Inquisition's not great. It should be fine. It gets everything but the Gurmag Angler, but we're like really worried about the Gurmag Angler. Assassin's Trophy to kill fish. Smart. We're never going to land the Royal Scions in this matchup, right? Like, just a 3-drop is probably too much. We're also probably never going to Battle Rage combo them. And I don't think Collective Brutality works. Maybe Disdainful Stroke to counter fish as well. Ghor-Clan did work there, but maybe we should take that out. Yeah, okay, cool. So we are taking out Rampager. Xenoland, thank you for the follow. Happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to take out one Inquisition. I'm a little skeptical about leaving in Drown in the Loch because the odds of us actually countering a Gurmag Angler with this are basically 0. Maybe Delay would be better in that regard. This is kind of a grindy match. Do we bring in K-Command? I feel like the 2 damage doesn't really count. Drown in the Loch kills Death Shadow almost always. Okay, I'm gonna go with it then. Hey Jacob, I'm curious which of the last 2 5-0 breach lists you have posted you prefer. Madcap worth it? Temples didn't slow you down too much? I like the Temple build better. I think Mystic Sanctuary is actually not great. And the dedicated combo builds of Through the Breach, I think it slows you down too much. And you just, how do I put this? You're putting cards back on top of your library, and that prevents you from getting closer to your combo. I like the Temples complementing the Omens as more of a way to grind. And not grind, but dig for the combo so you don't have to grind. If you're running Archmage's Charm, I probably should mulligan this, but 2 Veil of Summer is just too good. Sorry, I was talking about Blue Moon and I got distracted. If you're running Charm, I'd run the build with Mystic Sanctuaries. If you're not and just want a combo as quickly as possible, I'd go with the Temple build. Okay, this is going to be a Death Shadow, right? Nope. Okay, cool. There's Tarmogoyf. Okay. Did we even play the Tarmogoyf here? I think so. I think we play the Goyf. Or do we just leave up Double Veil? I kind of want to leave up Double Veil, actually. Yeah, I'm going to leave up Double Veil. Yo, okay, nice. So this is working out. They're probably just waiting with bated breath to kill our dudes. I might even wait one more turn. Okay, they got Thought Scour. Should I wait one more turn? I don't know if I have a... Could hold up 1/1 Shadow and leave up both Veils. I could do that. I think I'm going to do that, actually. Which means we got to get Watery Grave as our last shock. Okay. I'm ready. Let's play the card I like. Oh, frick. Yep, okay. That's fair. We deserve that. At least we got 2 Goyfs. These dudes are gonna do big things. But can Goyf beat Gurmag-Ingler? Probably not. Maybe... I mean, they're 5/6s now, right? Because they milled over Ashiok. No, I didn't think they still played Bolt either. It's whatevs. It's okay. They're gonna play a Death Shadow here, or not. Okay. That's unfortunate. Okay. Are we gonna race here? I don't know if we can race. Maybe we can? If we can convert these Veils, we can race. Watch, they're gonna Battle Rage us. No? Okay. Okay, we'll push one of these. Push it real good. We're gonna probably try and counter. Nope. Wow. Okay. Yeah, they are just determined. Thank you, Traverse. So we'll get a Death Shadow here. Our life total's really, really low. I think we can pull this off now. Do I want to play the second Goyf? I don't think so. I think we're leaving up Veils. I also don't think we're attacking. I think we're just playing defensively here. Try again. Alright, they're gonna Stubborn Denial here, I'm certain of it. Dismember. Okay. Don't know what that does. Because now we can just chump block. I don't hate sandbagging these two to just make them lose all hope. They need, like, double Fatal Push here. Or Temur Battle Rage. They have Temur Battle Rage. Damn it. Yep. Wow, do they not? Do they actually not? Cool. Okay, neat. So far, so good with Death Shadow, I guess. It was our first time playing the deck, and we won what was essentially the mirror. This deck's pretty fun, though. I like having all these options available to me. I guess that's the benefit of running a 4-color deck, is you just got a lot going on. Temur Battle Rage, go Outpost side. Hate Veil, play Veil. Yeah. I still hate Veil of Summer, but it definitely did what it was supposed to do there. Guess if you want to play Cryptic Command, you gotta play green now. This hand's excellent. We need a threat, is the only thing. But we should be able to control what our opponent does very well here. I don't think we mulligan a hand with this much action going on. I could be wrong. If it's burn, things are going to get kind of awkward. But other than that, I like where we're at. It's burn! Did we just auto-concede? That's funny. As long as it's not burn, we'll be fine. Okay, Traverse the Ulvenwald, but we only have 3 card types. Oh no, we can actually get a... Okay. Yeah, no, we can actually get a... instant in the yard here by Fatal Pushing. Right? Yeah. And then we traverse, get Death Shadow, play Death Shadow next turn. Hopefully kill our opponent. Probably not, though. Okay, there's Eidolon. If they go to 16 here, we can win. I'm pretty sure. If they go to 16 and we draw a red source. Burn isn't a bad matchup. I mean, we do have like 3 Thoughtseizes that we could play. Like 1 we played out and 2 we have here. I'm not saying it's unwinnable, but it definitely seems like skill intensive, and I don't really think I have a lot of skill to navigate it. Franzu, thank you for the follow. Happy to have you here. Okay, they're gonna Searing Blaze, and then they're gonna Skewer me, right? Yeah. So now our Thoughtseizes are offline, unless we want to go out in style. It's okay, I should have known my opponent was playing Burn. That Bloodstained Mire would have been nice. Nah, it wouldn't have been because we couldn't have got a forest. Okay. Let's just go Collective Brutality and delay, I think? Maybe? Dismember doesn't seem great. Probably trim a Thoughtseize. I'll bring in Yixlid Jailer to block. Yeah, I don't know. My impulse is to trim the Thoughtseizes completely. Take out Street Wraith. Okay. I can get behind that. Guess we'll try that. We gotta really hope we find our stubborn denials here, chat. Or like we can just land a big Tarmogoyf easy. This hand doesn't do anything. Gonna mulligan. This hand at least has a threat. I don't like that we got Thoughtseize. Should put the fourth stub in the side. Yes. Possibly. Over something like delay, maybe. I think I got bottom the Royal Scions, unfortunately. I like that card a lot, but... Do I Thoughtseize him on turn 1? Do I Thoughtseize my burn opponent? Sure. Let me help you out. Oh boy. I have all these. I think I'm taking Rift Bolt. That way they can't kill my Tarmogoyf next turn. And I'm getting Blood Crypt here so that the odds of me Temur battle raging are increased. Good news is, I don't think they can... Yeah, I don't think they can bolt my Goyf. Okay, I'll get Forest. Play this. Take Boros Charm? Why? Don't just say Boros Charm. Tell me why I should have taken Boros Charm over Rift Bolt. I gotta make sure this dude lives. He's currently our only avenue to victory. I need more ways to get stuff in the graveyard. Guess I can deal 8 damage here. It's probably not going to be enough. 4 damage? Okay. Like, if they Rift Bolted my Tarmogoyf, we would have had no way of winning. And they would have been able to do that because we had a sorcery in the yard. So they could have, like, suspended Rift Bolt, bolted the Goyf, and then we'd have no way of winning. I know this does 1 more damage than Rift Bolt, but I don't think it will matter too much. I don't think it will. I could be wrong. Okay, this puts another card in the graveyard at least. Yeah, I know. Maybe we should just mulligan into Death Shadow, I'm not sure. Yeah. Yep. Well, we're at 1. Who knows? Maybe they have all lands. Thank you, Chris. Nah, I think you can win the burn matchup. I think you just need more stuff in your sideboard for it, or to just have a Death Shadow early. Oh my goodness, they just... Do they just have lands? Oh, that'd be hilarious. Please just have lands. Okay, they go to 3. Please just have lands. Pain costs. Yeah. Okay. Well, we almost got there, hilariously enough, even though we kind of flooded out and had traverses that didn't do anything. Could have traversed for Ghor-Clan? No, we only had 3 cards in our graveyard. If we could have traversed for Ghor-Clan, I would have traversed for Death Shadow. We only had land, sorcery, and instant in the yard. We needed an artifact or a creature. It's okay, so be it. Like, our game 1, we had 3 Thoughtseizes in our opener, I think. And it's just... Your Street Wraith, Fetch Shock, Thoughtseize, Seether Plane Burn. Writing's on the wall there, I feel. This hand needs a land. Really... Not a land, a threat really, really badly. We might be able to traverse for one eventually, but I'm not really keen on game 1 keeping hands that don't have threats. I'm gonna mulligan this. This is a lot better. Gonna bottom the Overgrown Tomb. Once upon a time. Okay. Glistener Elf. Oh, we're against Infect. Interesting. This is one of the matchups where we don't really hurt ourselves a lot by fetch shocking so aggressively. Oh, we can just Fatal Push. Neat. Let's cast this. Take a look at the top card of their library. It's Blossom in defense. Okay, so we gotta do this now. Let's go with Overgrown Tomb. Push it real good. I imagine they're bringing in like 30 Veil of Summers next game. Royal Scions, okay. I think now's as good a time as any to play the Tarmogoyf. Gonna get Breeding Pool here, I think. Do have a lot of green cards in our hand. That gets us the blue source. I can't answer it right now, Hannah.
I know.
Okay. Push it to the limit. Take it, baby, one step more. Noble. They did not attack with Inkmoth Nexus there. That's really weird. Let's see if they block here. Okay, no blocks. I kind of like dismembering the... I kind of like dismembering the Noble Hierarch. That way they can't have, like, double green up next turn. Well, first things first, I'm definitely playing this. Like, that tells me they really, really want the Noble Hierarch alive. Oh my gosh. Okay, they're gonna die next turn, I believe. They'll be able to animate and pump it. Oh, actually, they're not going to die next turn. They're going to be at 12. Damn. Okay, never mind. That might have been a misplay. I should have actually did some math. For some reason, I thought they were at like 10. Should just look to the left. Well, if we draw a fetch land, they're dead, but... And we might be able to use the Royal Scions to loot into a fetch land. If they go land drop here, we could also be dead. Okay, we're not dead. It's like 3 Moth Nexus. We're fine, I think. Okay, let's see if they pump it. Scale up. Alright. They don't have double green though, so that's neat. Of course, can't block it. Fetch land, Thoughtseize. No, not Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize won't actually do it. I really hate these long moto pauses during the super crucial turns. Okay, we win. Now we just fetch shock here. Give this thing trample. All that good stuff. Okay. You already won before. Well, they were at 13 and I could have only dealt 12 damage, right? Put a sorcery in the graveyard for Goyf. Ah, okay. Word. I didn't even realize that. You're absolutely right. I feel like Plague Engineer naming human or Ink Moth is really good. Like, I feel like that's incredible. Or naming Elf. Like, that's definitely a thing we're doing, I feel. Also, Kolaghan's command just has more removal. Yeah. Kills Spell Skites. Collective Brutality can kill an elf and also... what's it called? Steal a pump spell. In terms of things I don't want, I don't think double striking's what we need. Like, I don't think that's a big part of the game plan. Granted, our spells like Temur Battle Rage don't get hit by Veil of Summer. Yeah, I don't think we board in Veil in this matchup, just because they got blue cards. The main bread and butter of their deck is green, and the blue cards are more or less just there to make sure their shit resolves. I like Thoughtseize, I like Fatal Push. I like most of these. In terms of looking on things to cut, I feel like Drown in the Loch's okay. Maybe one Traverse? No, that's dumb. That's dumb. Especially considering we can Traverse 4 Plague Engineer. I don't know. It seems like all these cards are really, really good. If anything, I'd want to cut like a Bauble. Oh, okay. When in doubt, I will trust your advice on this, Haunter. Okay, 3's fine. Okay. This is a deck with a lot of moving pieces. This is a lot of lands. Not a lot of ways to interact with the turn 1 Glistener Elf, so I'm going to mulligan. This hand's a little bit better. I think I want to get rid of Mishra's Bauble. Pendlehaven. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so maybe they just have... They didn't have a turn 1 threat there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead on Inquisition. Let's go with... When in doubt, let's go with Overgrown Tomb. Now we'll get a full idea of what's coming our way. Okay, Might of Old Croja. Okay, so they do only have one threat. That's excellent. And they don't have Veil of Summer either. Okay, 2 Thoughtseizes is pretty nice. Okay, there's Pendlehaven. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're dead. I'm tempted just to fire off all these Thoughtseizes, but I'm not sure if that's correct. Let's go with Watery Grave. I don't think we have any red cards anymore. Start with a Thoughtseize. Let's get rid of Groundswell. Like that. I'm getting rid of the instant speed ones. Well, I guess Kroza is technically an instant speed card, right? Only in the barest sense of the word. They get the real benefit by playing it as a sorcery. Forest, yeah, they're just dead. They're not coming back from this. We can always play Plague Engineer. Yeah, I hope I 4-1 with this. That'd be excellent. Yeah, I'm trying to think how they get out of this, and I can't really think of a way. Maybe they got a Veil of Summer, and we could, like, play into the Veil. But now there's no real need to. Blood Crypt, shock ourselves. Yeah, there's no real need to play into Veil of Summer. I got one unknown. Actually, no. They have a forest. Okay, yeah. Maybe I should have Thoughtseize there, I don't know. Okay, now they got one unknown. Okay. That was really easy. I assume that's one of our better matchups. I love the Ixtla Jailer, by the way. This has been tech that God Shadow's been running in his Grixis control deck, and it's looked really impressive on his videos. So I assume it's good here, especially as a traverse target. My one critique of this so far is maybe the delay should be the 4th Stubborn Denial. But most of the time you can just kill your opponent before this thing comes off Suspend either, and this can hit more stuff than Stubborn Denial can. So I'm not sure. It is interesting tech, though. No shock lands. And we're on the draw. We can play the Goyf. Yeah, against Storm, they just grape shot it. I think I'm keeping this going in blind. We should be able to get enough stuff in the graveyard to make Goyf larger. But we need to be able to turn on Delirium for... Ooh, okay. Alright. We are turn 1 dismembering this. Oh my goodness. Why am I not smart enough to actually do that correctly? I need to play with Dismember more. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's good to know, actually, Haunter. But I assume Storm's already a fine matchup. Okay, they got an Amulet of Vigor. And probably a bounce land, right? Layers. I guess our best draw here would be Death Shadow, right? Maybe we can get a clock going. They're really thinking about what they want to play, though. Sad we don't have a blue source. Yeah, they're in the tank about this. I know Amulet's a complicated deck, but still. Probably bouncing the Forest. Yep, okay. So I think, especially because we drew Verdant Catacombs, we're going to Thoughtseize here. Because we can... Ooh, that's so dirty. I'm taking Primeval Titan here. Because hear me out. They need exactly 3 mana to play Azusa. Right? So what we do is we Stubborn Denial it. They have to either pay the 1 or get it countered. Oh, okay. Never mind. Where that happens. Damn, I did not expect that. I did not expect them to play around Stubborn Denial that way. Yeah, they're smart. Because... yeah, that'll do it. No, actually, I'm dumb. We can get land in the graveyard and have Ferocious online. We're fine. Whose list is this? This is Haunter's list. We're playing it for his birthday. Hanowar Battlement. Don't think I'm paying the life. Man, this is unfortunate. We're like one card short of casting Traverse. We're dead, aren't we? No, they can't give it haste, right? Because they played their Hanowar Battlement. So unless they have another land to give it haste, we're probably not okay, but maybe if we draw like a way to turn on Delirium, we'll be fine. Maybe I should just been playing these to... No, we can't even thin our deck because we have our 2 basics out. We're playing around Stubborn Denial very well there. Valakut. Ew. Yeah, they just know how to play against this deck, and I barely know how to pilot it, so... we're doing, like, everything correctly. Yeah, it's over. That's sad. The double Primeval Titans were just too much, I think, and also us flooding out, kinda. Kinda weird to flood out in a 17-land deck. I'm gonna chalk that one up to bad luck. Want these. Want that. Definitely want delay. Trophy in, delay in, stroke in, Tarfire are out, stubs out. Okay. Well, look at that. Works out perfectly. Actually, do you not bring in Dampening Sphere? He commands 2? Okay. Why don't you bring in Sphere, though? Doesn't it shut off their Kuru lands? I won't bring it in if you don't want to, but... oh, okay, cool. I was about to say. Okay, and as far as things we take out, is it Fatal Push? Is it Fatal Push? Drown out? Okay. I'm gonna leave in Dismember because it kills Azusa and the Scout, but I think I will take Push out. Dismember out. Okay. So we're leaving Push in. Alright. Whoops. Damn it. Well, hopefully it doesn't bite us in the butt too much. We need a threat here. And I don't think Ghor-Clan Rampager counts. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this. This hand's way better. Okay. It's okay, it's not your fault. Okay, we have a Fatal Push for... We'll cycle this. Cast this. Take a look. Bazooka Bog's on top. Okay, so we're not traversing anytime soon. We're going to take Amulet if they have one here. Dryad, Dismember. I think I'm taking Dismember. I think we're in the mood to race. I think we can actually race here, depending on if we draw another fetch land. Yeah, we're up against Titan. We gotta draw something juicy here. We know they're drawing a Bazooka Bog, so we know the complete makeup of their hand. Battle Rage is alright. We need a red source, though. Yeah, they're just gonna Bazooka Bog right now. I don't blame them. That's a good play. It's a shame they did that, though. So now we can only traverse for a basic. I think he should have used the tomb so we could get Revolt later. You're absolutely right. That was a huge misplay on my part. And also, we could have got the red source after we drew with Temur Battle Rage. Yeah, absolutely should have done that. That probably cost us the game. There's a lot of really intricate lines to this deck. I assume it's a deck that's probably really, really fun to master just because there's so much going on. Alright, that blocks our dudes pretty well. Although if we kill it, Goyf is going to get large. Like one fetch land away from winning. Ah. Yeah, we're just one fetch land away from winning is the sad reality of this. Don't think I can get through with Titan. This is destroy target permanent and opponent controls. I think we're doing this. This will make Goyf considerably larger. And then if we draw a Temur Battle Rage, we might be able to win. I think we gotta get as much damage in as possible this turn. Once upon a time, sure. Dryad of the Elysian Grove, okay. Ulzin, whatever it's called. Now they're gonna play 2 basics, get prime time, and burn all of our shit, right? That's what's gonna happen. I'm almost certain that's what this is. Yeah, the Goyf is sad. I'm sadder for misplaying. I didn't even know that they would try and get Valakut, though, because I thought if I killed their Dryad, they wouldn't get it. Yeah, now we're dead. Yeah, I thought they only had 1 Dryad, but then they once upon a time for another. Yeah, we ended up losing there just because we cracked a fetch land on turn 1. Like, that is a very complicated deck. We also ended up losing because we kept Fatal Push in our deck as well. So the combination of poor sideboarding decisions on my part and me not cracking the fetch land is what really cost us there. But I think it's really important to have people who aren't good at decks play different archetypes because you sort of learn what makes them good by failing. It's kind of like the idea of, like, messing up a bunch of times is the quickest way to learn at something. Like, if you can lose by doing something that small with a deck like this, it means that you really, really need to pay attention to everything you're doing. You need to respect all the different moving parts of the deck. And you need to be able to have the foresight to see, like, how your choices can affect you, like, several turns down the line. Yeah, exactly. This deck makes you lose because you did or didn't shock with your fetch. It's a very difficult deck to play. But I kind of like that. Okay, we can find a threat with Once Upon a Time here. I'm more stubborn than I am smart. I think part of the only reason that I'm good with Blue Moon is because it's stubbornly, like, I stubbornly only play that. So I've sort of, like, brute forced my way into getting good with it. I'm not, like, a naturally gifted person like Reed Duke, who can just sort of, like, play whatever. But I am very stubborn. Playing against Tubby Batman. Really chill person. I played against them a couple of times before. Okay, I think we're going to go with Blood Crypt here. That way we can still do our Battle Rage. I think we are going to cycle this so that we got more decisions, more idea what to take and what to not take based on the context of our hand. Well, I actually played against Dave from the Dive Down last night, and the way you beat Blue Moon as this deck is you just never play Death Shadow, you just play Tarmogoyf a bunch. I think I'm taking Goyf here. Yeah, when I'm at school, I have to be called Mr. C because my last name is so ridiculous, I guess is the easiest way to put it. You want to have all 4 mana on turn 2, so Blood Crypt and then Pool. Okay. What'd they get with Misty Rainforest? I mean, Once Upon a Time. They got Brazen Borrower. Okay. So they're probably just bouncing Tarmogoyf with Brazen Borrower. That's likely going to be their plan. Sleight of Hands, bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to do this. They're going to bounce it with Brazen Borrower. Pretty sure. Tubby Batman was like, who convinced you to play green spells? Chimera MTG, thank you for the follow. Happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Hannah.
Hey, love bug.
Did I get a package?
No.
I didn't? Okay.
Did I?
I wouldn't know. Pedro Boragas, thank you for the follow. I don't think I'm battle raging here. I think I'm just playing Goyf, then Death Shadow. Do I actually play the Death Shadow? Because it's just going to die to Bolt. I didn't want to go too low because this Delver's likely going to flip. I guess if they Bolt... If they Bolt Shadow, I'm kind of okay with that. Sounds weird to say, but I'm fine using this as bait as long as they don't Bolt us. But they might just Bolt us. Followed for the sweet blue-red goodness, stayed for the shadow. Nice. Alright. So Borrower plus Bolt. It's gonna be a bad time. Yeah, we gotta kill him this turn, right? Good news is we have enough on board to do that. They're gonna have to crack here. Okay. They need Spell Snare now. Or Force of Negation. Did we get there? I need to manage this a little bit better. I think we got there. I mean, it was good when Oko was around. That's about it. No, I'm not saying Reduke doesn't work hard. He definitely does. But I feel like even if you spend hours and hours and hours studying every aspect of the game, you need to be gifted to process all of it. Like, I play a bunch of Magic and a bunch of stuff goes in my head and just out. Yeah, they finally gave Temur a good card and it ruined the format. Red and Sticks is still around, though. Okay, so for what I assume is Delver, I feel like I want Veil of Summer. Just to get rid of the counter spells. And I kind of also feel like I want Plague Engineer, naming human, just to kill their Delvers and also their fairies. Although this does die to Lightning Bolt. But I feel like I want a lot of ways to kill Delvers and Tarmogoyfs and the like. Name Wizard. Yep. It's also good versus the snake. Oh yeah, they're probably running Quaddle, right? Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Maybe Veil of Summer's not where we want to be. Maybe that's too narrow. Because the only counter spell I saw them put in their hand was... they revealed a Stubborn Denial off of Delver, right? That was all I really saw. I think K-Command might be good. Battle Rage was okay. I'm taking out the Dismembers. I feel like if they're running Lightning Bolts, I probably don't want those. Although they do a good job of killing Goyf, but so's Fatal Push. Alright, I'm running out of time here. Probably not resolving these guys, unfortunately. Yeah, they probably have some counter magic, but I feel like bringing in Veil just for those. Like, if they were also running black spells, I'd bring in Veil. But I feel like on the draw, I don't want to be too defensive. Okay, I'm keeping this, and I'm actually doing this now. That way they can't counter it. Lol. Ah, fair. Okay, let's get Tarmogoyf. This is probably getting stubbed, but we gotta make him have it. If it gets veiled, that's worse. But there's no way we're not gonna try and Thoughtseize him on turn 1. Like, that's kind of the whole point of the deck. Zoinks. At least now our Goyf's gonna win the battle. Because we got Ghor-Clan Rampager. Really don't want to see 2 Delvers here. 2 Delvers. Every just woman. Okay, we don't have a Shadow. We can kind of lose a lot of life at will, too. So. Shame we don't have more red sources. I'd love to go Ghor-Clan plus Battle Rage. Just kill a man. Alright, probably getting borrowed here. Nope. Okay, cool. Okay, now we're getting borrowed. Smart. I respect that play. It's very intelligent. Because this way we can't recast it. If they borrowed there, they'd save themselves 3 points of life. But I think they would rather just have the tempo play. Okay, I'm getting red sources here. Okay, Traverse once again. Think I'm going with this. If it gets countered, I'll Traverse for Death Shadow. Okay, this is getting countered, right? Mana Leak. Okay, I respect that. Now we'll Traverse, grab Shadow. Hopefully they don't have Archmage's Charm. Then next turn we'll hopefully just kill him. Zoinks. Alright. Please do not have Brazen Borrower. Thanks. If they do, it's going to be really bad. Well, not really bad, because we can always redeploy it. What do they got? Is it another Goyf? If it's another Goyf, we win. Oh, butts. Okay. I'm not Thoughtseizing them. Just gonna get 2 Death Shadows here. Alright, there's Delver. Okay, cool. This is gonna be funny. Zoom. Wait. Let's just straight kill a man. Yeah, I think we got it. Wow, so what a complicated deck. I have a new respect for Death Shadow players after this. This felt way more complicated than Grixis Shadow, just because we had all the Traverse the Ulvenwald and Tarmogoyf stuff to worry about too. Like, from what little I've played of Grixis, it seems that Grixis is a little bit more straightforward. You just try and mill a bunch of cards in your graveyard, play a Gurmag Angler early. But I feel like Tarmogoyf and Traverse have some really interesting lines with them. I don't know if it's more powerful than Grixis, but it definitely feels a little bit more complicated. And I had fun with this. It seems like a good deck. Yeah, kudos to you, Hunter, for actually playing something this elaborate. Not saying that you're not capable of it, it's just, it's an undertaking to play something like this. At least those are my initial thoughts. In terms of things I'd change, I don't even know if you want the 4th stub over delay. We didn't see any of delay, but I'd consider trying that. I guess if you're playing against Burn, instead of adding more stuff to your sideboard, maybe you just mulligan more to a Death Shadow. That's something that I didn't do during the second game, and it probably cost me. And just really grinding with this deck, making sure you pay attention to every little decision you make. Seems like it's going to pay dividends. I loved Ghor-Clan Rampager just as an uncounterable way to give your stuff trample. That seemed really fun. We didn't see a whole lot of the Royal Scions, but they weren't an offensively bad choice, so I think I'm fine keeping them. Yeah, I think this deck's really, really fun. If you like making a bunch of really small choices in the early stages of the game, I think this deck has more game actions on turn 1 than probably any other deck in Modern, with the exception of maybe Neoform. And this deck seems way more interactive than Neoform. So if you like making a bunch of decisions in a small amount of time and want to do really, really powerful Delver of Secrets-esque stuff, pick this up. Yeah, good games, Tubby Batman. Sorry you never hit your 3rd land, but you did some really good plays with the Brazen Borrower. I respected you going for the tempo over than preventing damage, especially with that first one. We just had all the double strike stuff was the thing. But yeah, excellent games. Always enjoy playing against you. And now, sadly, everybody, I gotta go. Hannah and I are going on a small date to the art fair. I might be on later tonight streaming some Through the Breach because I actually played a list without any Mystic Sanctuaries, and I was very pleased with the result. And I have some potentially controversial findings regarding the deck that I want to demonstrate and hopefully explain. Because instead of Mystic Sanctuary, I'm running Temple of Epiphany, which is probably going to roll some eyes here. But I think it's really, really good to just try and scry to the combo as quickly as possible and not play a long game. No, thank you, Swag, for donating for the deck. And Haunter, thank you for being born. You're always a positive influence in the chat, and I really appreciate that you're here. But I gotta go now, sadly. I will see you all hopefully later tonight. Yeah, I got a question. Why spend a blue for Scry 1 draw when you can put 2-3 types in the graveyard and get the same results? I don't understand that. Is there a different card we could be running in here? It's probably just going over my head. But I gotta go, guys. I'll see you later. Take care.